Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome to my first video in a long time on my channel. Hello. It's been a long time since I uploaded anything to this YouTube channel, and I've been thinking about it for a while. I've just recently got back into streaming this last week, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. The support that I've been getting on my streams, it's great. And unfortunately, I'm not able to stream every single day at the moment. So with that in mind, I wanted to offer something that people can sort of watch and keep up with outside of Twitch. And I thought, what better way than to get back up and running with my YouTube channel and start a new series, you know? And I had a think. I was thinking, what series shall I go for? I mean, there's loads. We could do Rebuilding a Nation, From the Ashes, Fallen Giants, Journeyman. And loads, endless possibilities with Football Manager. As you know, what we have decided to do is go for a Glory Hunter series. Now, I first saw this via Dr. Benji. Thank you for the idea, Dr. Benji. I absolutely loved his series. I loved the time aspect to it, and I think it adds a nice fun pressure to the game, and keeps things interesting. We'll be managing all over Europe. Let me get into just exactly what the rules are. Glory Hunter, the aim of the game is to try and win the two big domestic trophies in the top 5 European nations within 20 years. So I'm talking about the Premier League and the FA Cup. I'm talking about the French League and the French Cup, and the German, Spanish and Italian equivalents. Now, on top of that, we've got to try and win the Champions League, the Europa League, the European International Tournament, and the World Cup as well. So there's lots to try and achieve. And 20 years, you think it's a long time, it's going to be quite difficult to try and condense all of that into 20 years. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be times where we wonder whether we need to leave and try and join a new club, see if we can have some success with them. There's going to be times where, you know, we really have to gamble whether it's the right time to leave a club or the right time to join a club, and if they're in a good position to help us achieve what we want to. So I think this is going to be a really fun save. I'm really looking forward to it. The plan is to try and upload one video every single day. Now, I don't want to promise it because, you know, it may not happen every single day. Life gets in the way, but I'm going to try and upload at least once a day, as well as streaming Sundays to Thursday mornings. And that's going really well. If that continues going as well as it is, then that will expand, obviously. Now, without further ado, we're going to get in and I'm going to show you which team I have decided to go with first. I will say this, I didn't choose this team out and out. Now, I didn't want to start with a team that's too easy, who's going to win the league, and I didn't want to start with a team that's way too hard. Obviously, the nations involved in this are England, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain. So the top 5 European nations. And then we will eventually get into international management as well, and try and win a World Cup or a Euros. Now, obviously, that's going to be difficult. We've got 20 years. That means there's going to be 5 World Cups and 5 Euros to try and win. Right? Maybe it might work out a little bit differently, but that's roughly what it's going to be. So, choosing a team, I actually randomized it. I disregarded anyone who's won the league last year in real life. Okay, so straight away, I could not be Manchester City. I could not be Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Lille, or who am I missing? Inter Milan. I completely disregard those straight away. So then I randomized which league I would start in, and I can reveal I'm going to start in the Premier League, and I randomized which team I was going to start with, and I chose between the teams in second and the teams down to 8th in the league. So quite a variety of teams. And I think the team that I've got is quite an interesting team. I think they've begun a rebuild last season in real life. Started off slow, had a change of managers halfway through the year. And the new manager came in. He got this team playing in his formation, his style. One potentially we're going to try and emulate going forwards with this save. And they ended up winning the Champions League. Now, if that's not a good enough hint as to who we picked, let's get straight into it. Yep, that's right. Chelsea Football Club are the team that we've gone with. I thought this is going to be a very interesting team to get things started with. Chelsea obviously possess a ton of quality in their squad. You've got the likes of some of the amazing German internationals, Havertz, Werner, Rudiger. Hopefully we can get Timo Werner scoring for us, not like real life. They've got some amazing defenders, some amazing midfield options. Mason Mount, some of the young English players, Mount, James, Hudson-Odoi, Abraham. The list goes on and on. You've got Billy Gilmore, Pulisic, Chilwell. So many players. And of course, we will be signing some more and bolstering the squad and just improving the quality as we attempt to try and win a Premier League or an FA Cup or a Champions League or a Europa League. Those will be the targets in our first season. Whether or not we'll be able to do it straight away, I'm not entirely sure. If we could get a trophy in our first season, that would be fantastic. I'm just going to put up the graphic for Glory Hunter. Here it is. As you can see, there are a total of 14 trophies to win. 14 trophies to win across 20 seasons. Now, 12 of those are club trophies. That works out, on average, to about 2 trophies a season. Over 2 trophies a season. This is going to be a hell of a challenge. I cannot wait to get started. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. And we're going to go just through all the boring stuff at the start of a save. I don't know about you guys. This is so boring for me. Once you get past this, the save starts to get a little bit more interesting. Contracts, we're not too worried about. I'm happy with the current vision. Familiar with all of this. English transfer window in progress. We will do our tactics first. Let's create a new tactic. Now, Chelsea, at the moment, Tuchel has got them famously playing with wing backs. Bring it back, get those wing backs forwards, create nice width on the field, and look to sort of strangle the life out of a game and score a goal here and there. Now, what do I want to go with? What do I want to go with? Route 1 has got a thumbs up. We can't play Route 1 football, not with Chelsea. I think we want to play the gegenpress. I think we want to win the ball high up the field, win back possession, have our players working hard. And do you know what I think? Do we go to the 3-5-2 or 5-3-2 rather? Just trying to think about who we would play. I think that's the right call. I think that is the right call. I'm almost tempted to go to a 5-4-1. Just have Werner up there by himself. Or a 5-4-1 diamond. That could work. With the wing backs getting forwards, providing the width. Let's try this. I like the look of this. Just got a quick pick for now. Pick without restrictions. Wait, what the hell? Why is it not? It's not letting me do this. Football Manager. Pick best 11. Ah, there we go. That's better. So according to my assistant manager, that is our best 11. I can't say that I don't disagree. There's no glaringly obvious players that I'd take out. Mendy is going to start in goal. In real life, I was very impressed with Mendy. I thought he had a fantastic first season with Chelsea. We've got Zuma, Thiago Silva, Rudiger at the back. Again, I don't think I'd change any of them. Azpilicueta and Alonso. Now, I would be tempted to play Azpilicueta on the left. Azpilicueta on the left. And Reece James on the right-hand side. I love Reece James. I think he's a great player. Kante as a defensive mid. That's a no-brainer for me. Absolute no-brainer. He's going to be a ball-winning midfielder, though. Centre mids. Mason Mount has to be there. Absolutely, Mason Mount has to be there. Now, I'm just thinking... But Kai Havertz as well. I think Kai Havertz, for me, will come in and start. And then we'd have Mount, and I think Kovacic. Just to, again, Kovacic to me is like he's a terrier. He'll run around relentlessly trying to win that ball. We will have him as a ball-winning midfielder as well. And then we'll have Mason Mount as the advanced playmaker. Kai Havertz as the attacking midfielder. And then up top, it will be Timo Werner And you look at the options on the bench. We've got a good backup keeper, despite all the memes. Ben Chilwell, fantastic option at left wing back. We've got Ziyech, Abraham up front. We've got Alonso who can play wing back. Pulisic can come on and give us a little bit more width if needs be. We've got Giroud who can come on and get a goal. Christensen can fill in at centre back. And so on and so forth. Jorginho, obviously a very good player. Loads of players out on loan, which is typical Chelsea. But that is the tactic that we're going to go for. Okay, so looking ahead at the schedule, I just wanted to see what our opening fixtures were looking like. And we've got a hell of an opening fixture against Manchester City of all clubs. We'll be travelling away to the Etihad to kick off our Premier League season against Manchester City. We then go and play West Brom. That's at Stamford Bridge. We've got a Carabao Cup third round game, which we don't know who we're playing yet. Then we have Arsenal, followed by Everton and Burnley. Those are our opening 5 games. As you can see, we've got a few friendlies lined up. Lyon, Hamburg, Rostock and Duisburg. We finish the season with games against Brighton, Wolves and Sheffield United. Now, will we be finishing the season in contention for the top spot? I hope so. What I'm going to do, I will probably spend a little bit of time now away from recording. I'm going to spend time sorting out tactics, sorting out the squad. I've already had a look through. Now, obviously, all of these transfers, are up to date as far as, I think, January. So with regards to transfers, there's not a great deal, really, that we can do, or that I will do. I'm quite happy with the squad. Looking at the squad, on a first glance, there's not really many positions that I would look to necessarily improve. I think if any transfers are to come in, it will be purely to add depth to the squad. I'm quite happy with what I see. And I think any signings coming in will just be purely for depth, especially if we are to compete on all fronts in the competitions. And try to emulate Chelsea's success in the Champions League and better their success in the league, of course. There's a few players here which we probably won't use this season. Charlie Musonda probably being one, just looking at him. I may look to get rid of Emerson. Not 100% sure yet whether he will have a part to play in the season ahead, as I do already have another 2-3 players who can play ahead of him. But that being said, I'm really looking forward to the way this save pans out. It hasn't been the most exciting episode. More so an opener to explain what the rules are, how it's going to run, what my upload schedule is going to be like. Like I said, hopefully one a day. If not, one every other day. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/funnyseasider. I'm live every single morning from Sunday through to Thursday. And we're currently playing through a lower league England save on that, trying to take Halstead Town all the way up to the Premier League. So you can watch that. If you can't catch that, you can watch the VODs. They're always available. If not, come over here to the YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed so the video always goes up and you get notified by it. And feel free to follow along with this series. Feel free to share your own FM stories and saves in the comments below. And feel free to recommend me any signings, anyone you think I should be taking a look at that's going to help me achieve my goals this season. I have to say my short-term goals for Chelsea are to win a trophy pretty quickly, whether it's the Premier League or whether it's the FA Cup. I'd like to get one done. I think I'm fortunate that I get to start with Chelsea. It's a good starting team with a quality squad. I don't want to get sucked into staying at a team for longer than sort of 3 or 4 seasons, because we have 20 years to try and complete this challenge. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. There'll be more videos coming up soon, and let's see if we can complete this challenge. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. I pressed the wrong button. Alright. Get me back on Twitch. Right now.